Men, they do not want a yes woman. They want a woman who has boundaries and has high standards for her life. Because
if you're a real man, you will not be intimidated. You will not demean her. You will bring out the girl in her.
They can't stand them because they can't control them. They can't make them do what they want. You feel me? Like, those type of women are not going to always, depend on you. Probably never going to depend on you.
Ladies, this is one type of man that you need to run from if he comes into your life, right? And it's the type of man who loves that you're an independent woman.
Honestly, the type of women that I'm scared of are secure women. The women that don't blow up your phone 24/7. The women that don't send you paragraphs, right? Crying, sending you audios.
Hello guys, welcome to my new video. She's got the C-suite title. She owns her own home. She doesn't need a man to pay her bills, and she's emotionally grounded. On paper, she is the dream woman. So why is it that when she walks into the room, so many men, even successful ones, quietly walk out? Lately, the internet has been buzzing with the uncomfortable truth. From Reddit threads to viral TikToks, men are finally confessing something they've kept hidden. They are intimidated by secure, successful women. But it's not for the reasons you think. It's not just about money, and it's not just about ego. Today, we're peeling back the layers on the success gap. We've gathered confessions from real men explaining the visceral fear that kicks in when they meet a woman who has her life completely together. Is it a biological instinct, a relic of old-school patriarchy, or is there a deeper psychological threat that successful women pose to the modern male identity? In this video, we're breaking down the top 5 reasons men admit to running away from high achievers, and how this dynamic is completely reshaping the dating landscape in 2026. If you've ever felt like your success was a handicap in your love life, or if you're a man who has felt this pressure, this is the conversation we need to have. Point 1. The value crisis. If a man was raised to believe his value is being a provider, what does he offer a woman who provides for herself? Point 2. The fear of being disposable. Men confess that they fear a successful woman can leave at any moment because there is no financial or social tether. Point 3. Hyper-competitiveness. Some men view their partner's wins as their own losses. Point 4. The softness myth. The misconception that a boss at work can't be a partner at home.
I find that most men are very intimidated by strong, powerful women. You find that in a way, when they're relating with them, they're either intimidated by them, or they demean and devalue them, or in a quest to try and relate with them better. But it takes a real man to actually relate with a strong, powerful woman in such a way that it brings out the girl or the female in her. If you're a real man, you will not be intimidated. You will not demean her. You will bring out the girl in her.
high-value men, they do not want a yes woman. They want a woman who has boundaries and has high standards for her life. Because high-value men, they actually want to be providers. They want to build something. They want to create something. They want to give back to the people in their lives. And secretly, they want you to be the reason for them to step up. So ladies, if you have a man who's living below his potential, stop making excuses for him and actually support him by demanding a beautiful life.
I'm just going to be straight up, like, men do not like strong women. Strong, independent women, man, they do not like those type of women. They can't stand them because they can't control them. They can't make them do what they want. You feel me? Like, those type of women are not going to always, depend on you. Probably never going to depend on you. Not going to, feed into your ego or make you look like something that you're not. They're really going to tell you about yourself. Of course, if you're dating a woman that's immature and young, of course you can control her. You can do whatever you want with her. It's like just having strings attached to her. So you can't do that with an independent woman. And that's what a lot of niggas hate. They hate that type of shit where they can't control that woman. And I feel like with love, it shouldn't be like that. Why do you have to feel like you're a man because you can control a woman, man? That's not player at all.
Okay, I was just at Starbucks wearing this. I didn't have my coat on, I was just wearing this, and I had headphones on because I was studying. And these two men come in after I've already been sitting there and studying. They sit directly next to me. And I'm wearing this, headphones on, studying. They sit directly next to me and start shit-talking Taylor Swift. Saying that, like, oh, you get to a certain age and you shouldn't be out, like, jumping around and dancing in those outfits and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, first of all, shut up! Shut up. I can't, that man just looked at me like, what is she yelling at? I hate men. I hate it. They're talking about Taylor Swift. They're talking about how much they don't like her, blah, blah. Mind you, Taylor Swift is playing. But they were playing songs off Folklore. So I doubt these low IQ men even processed that it was Taylor Swift because it wasn't Blank Space or Shake It Off. So they probably didn't even know it was Taylor Swift. It was. And, like, I wasn't listening to any music, so I can just hear their full conversation. Like, why would they, like, who walks into Starbucks is like, oh, I'm gonna go sit next to the girl wearing the Taylor Swift sweater and shit talk Taylor Swift? What? I don't know. I'm so annoyed. Like, why? What was, like, why? What are they trying to accomplish?
For the ladies, this is one type of man that you need to run from if he comes into your life, right? And it's the type of man who loves that you're an independent woman. Now, of course, respecting and appreciating what you're able to do for yourself, there's no problem with that. But you have to realize there's a little bit of a trick when men love that you're an independent woman. Because what he's essentially loving is the lesser amount of responsibilities that he'll have to take on. A lot of men love independent women because, well, that's less work, that's less responsibility. And the problem is there will come a time where you need to depend on your man. There will come a time where you need a man who is very responsible, very capable. And if you get with the type of man who loves the fact that you're independent so he doesn't have to be dependable, when that time comes, he will disappoint you.
Ladies, listen, some men are just not going to be with you. They're not going to be with you, and I'll explain why. Sometimes you're too successful, okay? Sometimes you really are too much for a man. Too successful, you're too beautiful, you're too smart, you're too intellectual. That's it. He won't be with you, okay? You're too beautiful, you get a lot of attention from men. Oh, I can't be with her. She's doing what she loves, she's growing, she's healing, she's thriving. Nah, I'm gonna go and be with a weak woman. I'm gonna go be with a woman who hates herself. I'm gonna be with a woman who has no voice, no life, no friends, no goals, no life, no friends, no goals. You get the point, okay? Some of you are out here absolutely bleeding yourself dry, trying to come up with reasons as to why this man didn't want you. And you fail to see the real reason. And the real reason is it's because he's just too intimidated by you. He's too intimidated by you, and it stems from insecurity. When men see women doing really well, successful in their careers, living the lives that they want, happy, glowing, stress-free, making money, beautiful, attractive, investing in themselves, living the life that they truly want, it rattles them. It rattles them. Yeah. And you're going to come across men who are not going to want to date you. Or if they do date you, they're going to try and run game on you because it makes them feel better about themselves that they kind of humbled you, that they kind of did something to you, okay? You know, like I did my big one on her, you know, and so hard, I left this woman on red. Do you really think if you weren't special, do you think this man would be using all this mental energy on trying to bring you down to his level or trying to shame you or trying to humble you? Do you really think this man's even going to waste time on you? It's because you're above him. You intimidate him. You terrify him. You have options. You're successful, you're beautiful, you're charismatic, you're magnetic, you're hypnotic, like you have a light. You're the triple threat woman. He's absolutely terrified of you. And so he should be.
Successful women don't get jealous, not because they're perfect, but because they're too busy building a life they actually like. Jealousy comes from lack, not lack of money, lack of direction, lack of fulfillment, lack of purpose. When a woman is deeply focused on her own growth, her own goals, her own vision, she doesn't have that emotional space to monitor someone else's life. When you're driving toward a destination you're so excited about, you don't keep turning your head to see where everyone else is going. You're focused on the road in front of you. But when you're lost, every other car feels like a threat or a comparison. Jealousy usually shows up when someone wants the outcome, not the process. They want the confidence, but without the work. They want the freedom without the discipline. They want the result without the sacrifice. And instead of looking inward and asking, what do I need to actually change? It's easier to look outward and criticize. A woman who is aligned doesn't need to turn down another woman. She knows there is room. She knows that success is not a limited resource. She knows what is meant for her cannot be taken by someone else. So, if you're ever in a room with a woman who genuinely supports other women, who celebrates loudly, who doesn't feel threatened, understand this. She's not naive. She is fulfilled. And fulfillment changes how you see everything.
But what we do notice, some successful women, I won't speak on all, what we do notice is the complete turnoff, right? When we do express that this is where we live, this is where we drive, this is what we drive, this is how much we make. A lot of people will tell you that that turnoff is because you have a nasty attitude, you're aggressive, you're leading with all these accolades. Okay, so take accountability, right? Step back and ask yourself, am I coming off this way? Or am I just putting it on the table and the nigga can't take it? Am I making you feel small? Or do you feel small because you haven't accomplished what I've accomplished? Or do you feel small because I am not impressed by what it is that you have, because I have it. I've already accomplished that. What else do you bring? Can you communicate? Since we like talking about women checking these boxes and what makes you a good woman, let's talk about what makes you a good man. Because outside of finances, can you communicate? Are you considerate? Are you intentionally dating? Do you want to protect? Do you want to provide? Do you want to me right? How you want to do this? Like, let's.
Then what is it about the ladies of today, in your opinion, that would scare a man?
There's one word.
Uh-oh.
That begins with an I. Independent.
So I guess what you're saying is a guy doesn't mind you being successful. He doesn't mind you being a go-getter. But anytime it gets to a level where what you're giving off is, I don't really need you, then he's like, well, then don't have me then. Is that what it is?
Because he's afraid of being alone. He's like, if you're out here so independent, you don't need me, I'm going to be left alone. I'm afraid of divorce.
I hate, as a woman, to hear women say, I don't need a man.
Yeah.
Because it'll be those same women that'll say, God, why am I not married? You just told him you don't need a man. You just said you were married to Jesus. So go ahead and be married to him.
Yeah.
I cringe. I'm like, ladies, stop saying you don't need a man. I saw this one woman post a meme that I thought was so good.
Yeah.
She was like, when y'all out here saying you don't need a man, I shut up because I need mine.
You see this young lady there, Nos Mirage, Noso? He's one of the people I'm very proud of on social media. Yeah, she's doing what everyone else is doing, but she's not getting the same results. You know why? At the end of the day, she do something different. Not like everyone else who makes their fortune from social media, think that they can only use it to oppress everyone else around them. I understand some of you men. I know your pains. I feel it. I know some of you are so pained. Those of you that are shaming her, she should go and get married. She's done old. What about you? Are you not one of those, or one of the many who sits on social media debating why your wife should change every of her property into your name? Because anything that a woman owes before getting married, once she marries, everything becomes the man's property. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Shameless efulefu. You're not good in bed. You're not good outside the bed. You're not good on the street. You're not good anywhere. Even in your own head, you're not good. I watch some of you. The only thing some of you have against some of these ladies is just age. Shaming them about their age. Telling them to go and get married. No man will marry them. You, as a man, efulefu, how many women would want to settle with you? If not those women that mumbeke, okoko like you can only settle with okoko like you. All these ones, all these high-class ladies, they are not for you. They're out of your league. You can never, in your wildest dream, till you buy, you can never get close to these ones. You know they are too sophisticated for you. You know that. The only thing you have against them today is your bad mouth. Not even your bad mouth, your nushin. Why are you so frustrated about successful ladies? What is your frustration? It's not their fault that you cannot relate.
Honestly, the type of women that I'm scared of are secure women. The women that don't blow up your phone 24/7, the women that don't send you paragraphs, right? Crying, sending you audios. Secure women will literally just let you go. Just go. And that's not because they don't care. It's because you know what you were doing. They know it. And they move on. They literally move on. Like, they'll probably save y'all pictures and whatever y'all did, but whatever. But contacting you again, that's a no for them. Like, they're gonna move on with their life. And they're actually gonna upgrade too, on top of that. And they're not gonna think about you. That's the type of woman I'm scared of. Cause those are the ones that you really can't tell, like, damn, did she ever care? Was she really into me? Like, why did she leave so fast? No second chances? Them the women I gotta watch
should be a
out.
catalyst for a power couple dynamic. But as we've seen from these confessions, the internal programming many men carry is still catching up to the reality of the modern world. It takes a very specific kind of internal security for a man to stand beside a woman who shines brightly without feeling like he's in her shadow. I want to hear from both sides on this one. To the women watching, have you ever felt the need to dim your light or hide your achievements just to get a second date? And to the men, be honest with us in the comments. Does a woman's success genuinely attract you, or does it trigger an instinct to retreat? Let's keep this civil, but let's keep it real. If this video gave you a new perspective, do me a huge favor, hit that like button. It helps the algorithm show this to more people who might need to hear it. And if you want more deep dives into the psychology of modern relationships, make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell turned on.